On the step described in the configuration guide, I'm now going to walk you through the Room Cloud platform and show you exactly how to complete each part of the setup. We'll go step by step, following the structure in the guide, starting from the basic property setup all the way to mapping rooms and rates with the connected OTAs, such as Booking.com or Expedia. Step 1. Room and rates set up in Room Cloud. First, from the left-hand menu in Room Cloud, go to Property, Rooms, and click the green plus button to add your room types. Make sure the names of the rooms match exactly with the ones on your OTAs and clock to avoid any mapping issues later on. Only the mandatory fields need to be filled. These include the standard occupancy, number of rooms, and availability settings. Here is important to decide how you want to manage different occupancies. It depends on your occupancy model on the OTAs. There are two possible models. The standard model here set a default price for each occupancy. If the OTA uses supplements, set here the standard occupancy and add the number of the extra beds. Save and repeat for each rate. Currently, the occupancy-based price model apply different prices based on the number of guests, for example, from 1 to 4 people in the same room. We recommend OBP because it simplifies management and increases your visibility on the OTAs. Please note that OBP must be activated by the ticket in Room Cloud. Next, go to Property, Rates, and use the plus button to create your rate plans. Again, use the same names as in your OTAs. You will need to fill in at the mandatory fields: name, description, meal plan, cancellation policy, and payment settings. Once room and rates are created, go to Property, Room Types, click the chain icon next to each room, and link the appropriate rates to each room. Step 2. Adding channels. Now we are ready to connect OTAs. Go to Channels Configuration, select the OTA you want to add, let's say Booking.com, and complete the required questions. Then click on the Connect with Booking.com and confirm RoomCloud as the provider from your Booking.com extranet. Step 3. Mapping room and rates. Once the channel is added, go to Channels, Mapping New. Select the OTA from the list. You will first see the room and then the rates. But what we really need to work on is the product section, the one in yellow. Then you link it to the corresponding room or rate in Room Cloud. And finally, you save. Once the mapping is complete, you can switch its status to active, and at the first time, it's always better to send an update manually from the Resync button. If the mapping is correct, prices, availability, and restriction will always be sent correctly to the channel.